What is good, TPA Podcast? It's your boy Big Holla, and we got.
T in the building, man. Hey, tell your mama I said I love her this time.
So, how did you make the
Tell
switch
your
from moms to aunties?
I don't know. I like moms and aunts. After the interview with Merk, bro, he got me thinking, bro.
Listen, them
He got
snacks
me
gonna
thinking.
get you every time.
The snacks gonna get me, bro. Mom's gonna have the
Facts.
snacks in the pantry.
Yes.
But
We got a special guest.
We do
Go ahead,
indeed.
introduce yourself.
What up, y'all? So Derick Pope, look, I got a production company in Atlanta. I'm here with my guys. I had to come out to the podcast. I do so much, for real. It's more than just production. I'm a real entrepreneur, but I do everything around that, like, grip trucks, casting, business coaching, photography, movies, you name it. So that's me, man, Derick Pope 2 on IG. So
How often? Now we had a girl photographer in here last time.
last week, this
and
week,
she said
Okay.
dudes are sliding her DMs like, oh, let me get a shoot, but trying to get the doonies. You know what I'm saying? How often does that happen to you?
yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, I do be some girls trying to slide, like, but it's for them. It's not. It's like they be trying to get close to me to either come up or like to get free videos. Like it's some girls, the artists, like, oh yeah, you shoot videos, what's up, like, and they try to get close to me. They get free photo shoots because I'm gonna turn the girl that I'm with up, so they already know. You know what I mean? They be trying to get plugged in, get casting roles. Like, oh, I'm not even gonna start with the girls that be wanting to get casted out here, but it don't be too crazy. I keep it chill. I don't take advantage of nothing. But yeah.
So what do you like cast for?
He's like, what do you cast for?
Because the only casting I know is the couch.
The
all
background.
No. Nah, bro. Just commercials, music videos, like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Films here and there, but mostly like commercial and music video. Nothing crazy, yeah.
So how hard is it to navigate? Because I know you got a lot of business that you have to turn away. So like, how do you pick and choose what projects you're gonna work on? Because I've seen you work. I've been a part of some of the work, and I know you got some high quality clients. So like, when do you look at something and be like, you know what, I'm not gonna take this. I don't care how much they paying, but I'm not gonna take this.
That's a great question, bro. Hey. For the most part, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the bigger the budget, the cooler the clients be. Like, it be the low budget people that be like, make
That'd
this
be one of
change,
the most, yeah.
do this. I need these
boy,
revisions. My video needs to be like this. I'm like, I do this in my sleep. What do you know what I mean? But they new to it. It's cool, whatever. But like, it ain't too many big budget clients I've had a problem with. Now, I have had major public, international clients and companies that are just disorganized. You would never think so, disorganized. But for the most part, if the bag is there, they understand. Like, they understand video production. So it's like, yo, we're gonna let you do your thing, and I'm telling them like, yo, it needs to go like this. So it's like, it don't be too crazy. But like, I don't do the crazy music videos.
Yeah.
I had a dude told me, dude hit me up like, yo, I got this music video concept. He's like, I want to be humping the air, right? And I want a girl on top of me in the car, and I want to be doing all this. And I'm like, ain't really my, like, Sexy Red. I probably wouldn't shoot with Sexy Red. I ain't gonna cap.
You
I
wouldn't
probably
shoot with Big Sexy?
I wouldn't shoot with Big Sexy.
I'm
right?
shooting with Big Sexy.
I
Bring
would.
it on. I'm gonna get
I
that
would.
bag.
On God.
It's just, bro. I gotta. Yeah, I prefer to. I don't want to be on
Like
set.
classiness.
Yeah, or like with Gunna, Lil Baby getting shot at. It's videographers getting shot out here. I'm cool on it.
Yeah.
My corporate clients keep me straight.
And it's crazy though, because like, I'm gonna be honest, in this space that you're in, you don't really see people this tall. You're
This-
6'8". Let's talk about the before.
6'5",
film.
6'5".
He's 6'8" to me.
My mind's LeBron James. low-key.
So let's talk about before film and all this. You played overseas. A lot of people look
They
at you
don't
like,
know
oh,
that.
he hoops. But
All right, you versus Tion, game of 12. What's the score?
okay, we wouldn't even match up one-on-one.
Yeah.
I'm saying one-on-one,
That's
one-on-one.
One-on-one, why would we do that? He gonna put me in the post.
he got to get the
dribbles,
ball
three
first. And he's
dribbles,
got to
three
hit that
dribbles.
first shot.
Yeah, like
or
if I
it's
ain't
12-0.
gonna lie, if I get the first one, if I get the ball first and I score from out, I'm all right. But he can move.
Yeah, I was playing the 2 and the 3, so it's
So it's a little different. It's a little
Yeah,
different,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then he can still like. This ain't a little guy, bro. Like this nigga's pretty. Y'all can see
360.
on the camera, so it's like, I'm 5'8". This man damn near got a foot on me. Hey, I'm not doing
Moving.
that.
That's
Now,
crazy.
if it was like 2-on-2 and I had like a 6'5" with me, different story.
Okay, yeah.
But 1-on-1, I'm not even gonna gas it up.
So how was overseas though?
Overseas, I was in Germany, so overseas was dope. The country, But when that money get involved, I was a competitor. I was always the type. I wasn't no Harlem Globetrotter. I wasn't doing it for the fans. I needed a dub. I want to win, and I want to see my work that I put in pay off. So like, you know, when I get over there, they care about ticket sales. So I'm like, oh my God. So I'm over here averaging almost a triple double, 28, 12, like 6 assists a game. You know what I mean? And like, they come sit we undefeated. They come sit just like this in my apartment. They're like, hey, we need to have a talk. I'm like, okay, what's up? They're literally like, yeah, we need you to stop passing the ball so much.
Stop?
Yes. They're like, stop passing the ball so much. Be a little bit more flashy. Entertain the fans. I'm like, yo, that's not really my game. Y'all say y'all brought me here to win championships. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to win games. And I already peeped how my teammates move. That's why I adjusted. Because when I start cooking up, I shoot 3-4 times in a row. Locals start trying to, oh, I can do it too. We can be like the Americans. And that ruined our game. Like, we started taking L's. So I'm like, yo, no. So me and the VP of the team was butting heads because he caring about ticket sales and I'm caring about dubs. It's just, they're like, oh, of course they want me to be flashy and win. But I'm like, if I do this, get your players together because I could barely talk English to them. They're not going to listen. So that put a sour taste in my mouth, man. Overseas I know all teams not like that, but ever since high school, I've had bad coaches, bad leaderships.
Yeah. So would you like? All right. So I'm gonna ask the Damian Lillard question, right?
Oh,
as a basketball player, what is winning? Is it, or no? This is the Steven Jackson question.
What is?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Steven Jackson said this. Would you rather have $100 million?
That was Gilbert.
No. Steven Jackson said it. Then Gilbert responded.
Okay.
Would you rather have $100 million in a basketball career or $50 million in a championship ring?
That's tough.
Tough.
50. Okay. So I feel like listen. Hear me out. 50 M's with a championship ring means my team is getting a lot more exposure. If I'm winning championship, my team getting a lot more exposure, right? I'm probably getting better sponsorship deals. My stock is a little bit higher for the next few years. So it's like,
you think you can make up that 50 mil in a contract?
You said one contract?
Yeah. So say you sign a Supermax.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Can I answer this?
Go ahead.
Because I see where he's coming from. Because like you said,
my children can't eat championship.
Your 50 million can turn into endorsements.
50 million and 100 million. That's like.
And that's why the black community stays behind. Okay, that is why.
Here's a troll.
No, dead ass.
Wait.
Because who cares about the championship? I care about my future family. All right.
That's what I'm saying though. There's the opportunities that come from winning championships. Look, the GM's gonna make more. You're gonna sell more tickets and everything. So long term, you didn't say how long. You know what I'm saying? How long is this?
No, the length of your career, right?
Your career.
So the length of your career, you earn $50 million, but you got a champion. We'll throw 3 championship rings in there, all right?
Nigga, hold on.
Hold on.
3 chips and 50 M's?
Or would you rather have 100 mil? This is, yo.
3 chips and 50 million is lovely to me because number one, you're gonna be in the Hall of Fame for that. If you was
right, and you're long.
How are your grandchildren gonna get money from you being in the Hall of Fame?
Bro, think about it like
the jobs
this.
they're gonna give you after you retire.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The respect you're gonna have, like, it's
But you can take that extra 50 million and start your own job.
True. Charles Barkley is on all over TV. Never won a ring.
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
I might take the 100.
Just think though, my 50 in those 3 rings, bro. You know how marketable I am. I'm getting paid to just show up to
How
shit.
involved were we in the championship? That matters too.
You were top 3
You were a
options.
starter.
You were one of the 3 guys.
Is a starter enough to take the $50 million pay cut?
Absolutely.
Y'all are wilding. Yo, my black brothers out there do not make these decisions,
bro. Like when you're,
but listen, I can see we was just saying, yo, it's all about the wins. We're talking about the gains that we can get from the wins and the championships. You feel me? So it's like, it's still about a check.
I think like the chance you're taking to get 50 million, okay? Like a lot of these, Stephen A is the highest paid analyst, and how much you get paid? $10 million a year. All right,
50 million is a lot of bread, regardless.
Yeah. So, but you would give up 50 million for the chance to maybe get 50 million by winning some championships.
That's a good point.
Yo, so-
but I did make the point that, like I said, Charles Barkley's everywhere. Never won a chip. So
True. I guess. I mean, 100 million is always nice. You don't have to do shit ever again in your life.
I mean, if you got 50 million, you really don't
either. But like my kids might be straight with
Exactly.
100 million.
You think Jeff Bezos look at the checkbook and say, "I'm gonna stop"? No, no, he not going for no Nobel Peace Prize. He running the bag up.
They said we good. Okay.
True, fair.
So since we still on the topic of basketball, how you feel about Dame and Giannis, bro?
I watched a few highlights. I didn't get to catch the whole game, but that's nuts. I'm liking the lineups, bro. I'm liking the lineups.
Okay. Let's get back.
I don't know.
Who do you think's winning the championship this year?
Ooh.
So I ain't gonna hold y'all. Since basketball, I don't watch it too crazy. I watch highlights and I play 2K. I'll be busy. I'll be busy on the cameras and stuff. But hopefully, bro, I still want the Celtics to win. I know it's not gonna happen.
You want the Celtics, or you
I
think the
just want-
Celtics are gonna win?
Sit back,
I
bro.
want them.
I don't want to hear
I
this guy
want
no
them to
more.
win.
Sit
I know
back.
it's not gonna happen, but I would love for that to happen. But who just went to the whatever team Bradley Beal on? They got
Phoenix.
a great chance.
Yeah, because they got KD and D Book. That shit gonna be all right.
And Bradley Beal.
It's not enough basketballs on the court for
You
that.
know who not winning this year?
You said what?
Here he go.
You're not going.
You already
He
know.
finna troll.
The Miami Heat.
This nigga's a
Oh,
hater, bro.
yeah.
This
We're
nigga's
not
a
worried
hater.
about them. But
Anyway.
they sleepers. They
Tell
be
him
getting
something.
it done.
Tell him
Jimmy
something.
get in that mode.
That mold.
You put some more people around him.
Jimmy Buckets.
You can start a team right now. Are you taking Jimmy Butler or Klay Thompson?
Jimmy Butler. Nick, are you crazy?
I'm gonna take Jimmy. that
What?
Yeah, the first pick is gonna be Jimmy. Like now, if we saying I got other players and stuff.
I'm taking
It
Jimmy
might
regardless.
be Clay depending on my other players, but just
You
off
know
rip,
what? After that question,
we just shot for captain, and I'm
let's
like
steer away
Jimmy
from basketball
or
after
Clay.
that question. That was crazy.
No. Y'all can stay on basketball.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was for the internet. All right?
So
That was wild.
now let me ask you this. I know you're very successful in your career.
Yeah.
You've done it all. What was that moment when you was like, yo, I figured this shit out and I got it? Like, cause
Honestly, a couple weeks ago.
Oh, a couple weeks ago.
But no. So I mean, like, you know, you have them like epiphany moments, like, yo, I don't know if you seen my post. I'm like, yo, I really have a whole legit business that's findable, recognizable across Atlanta, across the country. It's like crazy. It's crazy to think about. But really, bro, after that first year, after that business coach gave me that information and I took it and ran with it and saw the results. Once I saw, I put in X and I get Y, that's when I knew. I was like, it's up. It's just the only thing between me and my goals is time. It's gonna happen. Anything I want to happen is gonna happen. So that was like first year for real.
So how long have you been? How long you been in the industry? Like, when did you start? Because I know you had a brief stint playing ball after basketball. When did you say, you know what, I'm finna start my own company?
Right. So I always knew, like, that was me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I knew I was smart enough to do it. So it's like, yo, after basketball, I'm going to use that money. You know, I had league dreams. I'm going to use that money and start a company. I already knew that from the jump. But I've been doing this for 4 years, going on 5 now. But really, I was doing training. So it's like, that's the easiest thing to do, train kids. I was training people over there. My brand was blowing up. It's called Hoop Network Grind. I was posting videos when Instagram was still – like, you can get good reach and algorithm. So my jump was blowing up. I'm like, okay, cool. Got back to the States. I had a homie with a Canon camera. Quality was going crazy, and it started taking the brand up even more. It was like local people being like, yo, like, can I get a video, with the whoop. And they was business owners, and it started going up. I'm like, okay, hold on. I'm looking. I'm like, yo, these Super Bowl commercials are kind of big. Like, somebody's getting a check to shoot these movies, shoot these Super Bowl commercials. Let me look into this.
Million.
Yeah, so I started researching it. I'm like, yo, I can do this. So I just started looking up business coaches, got some ads, jumped on a call with a dude. He was so genuine. He was talking everything I needed to hear, and it was just up from there. Like, I didn't have the money at the time at all. I put like $4,000 on a credit card. Like, bro, he read the script to me.
Though.
Yeah, he read the script to me. He was running game. He's running heavy game. He's running heavy game. Pause. But nah, bro, it's like, I know how it goes. Like, you're gonna get off the call. You're gonna start thinking about it too much, and you're probably not gonna buy it because it seems like too much money. So I really try to get people to book on the call. Like, bro, I promise you, like,
Hold up, he like booked you as a coach.
No, so it was a free call,
Okay.
right? He's advertising a free call, and I took it. So he's just chopping up like, yo, so this is what I got to offer, blah, 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 blah. He got his script down. At the end, he's like, so you ready to start? We can take payment information right now. I'm like, yo, I ain't got it right now, but I'm going to make some calls. I'm going to do some stuff. It's gonna happen. And he's like, all right, well, this sale only lasts today. That's cap. I'll do business coaching now. I know that's cap. You can charge whatever you want. Like, he ran game, but it's good game. So that's hilarious thinking back on it. But yeah, so I called banks and stuff, got a credit card, and like, yo, I got it, made it happen, and it was up from there. I made that money back before the sessions were even up, were done. So like, yeah.
You basically paid them 4 bands to just give you game on how to like.
Skip all the failures, bro. I was
That's
shooting
crazy.
a whole season's worth of like 4 or 6 game films for people for like 150, 250, thinking I was
Hold up.
I was shooting game film.
Hold up.
He said,
Yes.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold
he
up.
said, hold up.
Yes.
Hold up. You did what?
Before I started my company, I just knew I had a camera. I was shooting highlights for myself, shooting for other people. So I was it's a little something in this. You know, somebody hit me up like, can you do my highlight too? $50, $100. Yeah, sure. That's smooth. I ain't never made that type of money. I was shooting game films. I shoot like 4 or 6 games for people, a package for like $250,
Yeah.
$150.
That's
Was
a-
tweaking. I didn't know nothing.
Say
this
you
is
wildin'.
2018, 2019. This 2018, 2019. I'm thinking all I gotta do is put the camera on the stand and chill. So I'm like, that's easy money. That's cool. That's about 50, 75. I don't know if it was that much. It was like came down to like 75, 100 a game. I'm like, yo, I'm cool. He's like, bruh, we're not gonna take anything less than 1,500. Don't touch anything less than 1,500. And I stood on that, and he just showed me how to turn up, and like it's been up ever since.
Yo,
Like,
it is $125 for me to pull out my laptop.
Damn.
Like for me
He said
to
to pull out-
pull,
Bro, listen,
for me to
listen.
reach in
This
my
is-
bag and pull my
but
laptop
has it
out.
always
like,
been that? Has it always been that?
Yes, since
When
I've
you
been
first
working with
started?
company, like when I would,
you-
unless I was learning, if I was using you to learn, then I would like, so I first got my camera. I used to do $25 photo shoots with my homies. Like, hey, let's go down. But it wasn't like
There
a
you go.
business. It was like, let me use you. So it was
That's
really
exactly
like,
that's what I was on though. Yeah.
That's
Then-
crazy.
But once
Crazy.
I was a YouTuber, so like I know the value of a video. Like,
Yeah.
yo, what? Yeah, people be looking at it like, and people they look at certain companies that's backed by like Procter and Gamble, and they're like, I want my video to look like that. Asking me, I'm like, do you know how much money that video costs?
Right.
Like that one video probably costs like $12,000. I'm gonna do it for you for $3. All right. Wipe the tears out your eyes, pay it, or you can go pay the 15. You know what I'm saying? But it is.
Yeah.
what it
Yeah,
is.
but yeah, it's a journey now. It's way different now. Like
you know your worth.
it's, yeah. But
100%.
at first I had no clue. That's why I had to get out of basketball. Like people are like, oh, stay in this, you leaving us? What's up? I'm like,
Yeah.
bro. As soon as little Jimmy start getting bad grades or something like that, he not getting no videos, no highlight tape, no training. I got to get up out of here. Y'all looking for the easiest deal? So
Yeah.
I started working with the companies. It's been up. Like
The
up.
companies were the bad guy for sure.
So what was the biggest company you ever worked with? The one that you just was like, they're gonna stay with me for the rest of my life, if I can.
It's been so. The best relationship with the biggest company is one thing, but the biggest company is probably Sony. I did some commercial shoots with Sony. There's this one that I did with this company called Powfinger. Like you don't know, it's them type of companies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
He
the
was just
companies
talking
that
about
make the light bulbs for everywhere.
Yo.
Those type of companies. So this is a company they make the forklifts for
I remember that.
almost the whole world. That was a $250,000 project. The
Yeah.
whole project was about like $500,000, like huge. Flew the whole team up to New York and all that stuff. They're publicly traded, all that. So that was probably the biggest project. Like I said, biggest company probably might be Sony. I got another nonprofit client. They got like somewhere between 10 to 20,000 employees all over the world. It's crazy. Like
Oh, so you didn't found the bag.
I
or the
didn't
bag
I didn't
found
work
you.
with I didn't work with some big companies, like a lot of publicly traded companies. Yeah, it's fire. Like
So how is it taking the talent like that and that type of money and going around the people that you grew up with?
Ooh, that's a great That's a great question.
Hey, I didn't build this brick road for nothing.
I didn't build this for nothing. So, you know, yeah, that can go a lot of different ways. So it's a couple different things. You know, not everybody understands business. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So they just see you doing all this stuff, and they're like, oh, you know, money grow on trees. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I've been experiencing this lately where I've been asked for money like 6 times within like 2 weeks. And I'm just like, please stop asking.
Yeah.
Stop asking me, because I don't want to just say no, but it's like coming from people that I've like tried to tell, like, yo, you should probably move
hop
like
on
this,
this, yeah.
do this. That's not a
Yeah.
good idea. They go do what they want to do.
See.
Then they like, help me out. And I'm just like,
You got it.
You got one time. You got one time for me to. I'm gonna give you some money. And then if you don't get it together, I can't do it again. But no, I be so hyped. Like, think about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You came up. I lost some friendships that when I first found that camera, like, it was me and this dude started from ground zero. You know what I'm saying? I got that grind. I was going up, and he was staying where he was at. Jealousy then ended some friendships and stuff. I didn't have to change up relationships because it's like, you know, I can't really talk to everybody. I get hyped. I'm like, yo, I just got this contract. They just signed off on a $250,000 project. Niggas is not
Nobody wants
up
to
like that. They don't want to hear that. Like, bro, you know what I just went through?
He was like, what?
You know what I just went through? You know
I
what I'm
need
saying?
$10.
I'm struggling to pay my rent. They just denied my EBT. Like, I don't want to hear about this. And it's
That's
like,
crazy.
it's like,
How old are you?
I'm 29.
There's no way. I'm not hanging around. Listen, we've had long enough in this adult life. I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to. Wait, so you said I appreciate the years.
I can
the years.
appreciate the people who try. If you're trying, I don't care what you're doing.
But if you're looking for a handout,
Yeah.
it's them people that.
Oh, what you're saying, like, the people that's like,
yeah, like
not.
yeah, like, you know, you could have been past this roadblock,
Yeah.
but
Like,
Nah.
I gave you the keys and you just threw them out the window.
Right. No. So it's you got to categorize people. You know what I mean? I understand the people that I can gossip, talk about sports with, talk about this, but and it's not even necessarily people will say something about it, but you can just tell how the tone, energy change. Like, yo,
Yeah.
I just got off the phone with this client. They talk about 100 bands. It's lit. This is my third one this week, and they're just kind of like, oh, that's cool. So what about, you know what I mean? I'm like, let me just, So
Yeah.
I don't, because I don't like to like be feeling like I'm boasting and stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I just, talk to the people. I talk business with the business people, and
yeah, fun with the fun people.
you're right.
Yeah.
So, but
How was it?
Bro, there's a fly trying to kill me right now.
Do you feel like when you well, first, how long was it that you talked to that coach?
that was
like, how-
3 months.
Well, how long ago was that?
Oh, that was 2019.
2019.
I've had several business coaches. So he showed me kind of like how to start helping companies and like let them know, okay, how to charge more, and how to like let them know, like, hey, we're gonna get your company results.
Yeah.
He was more so, here's how you operate as a really dope individual. Here's how you make 6 figures. I was like, oh, that sounds great. But then after I hit 6 figures, I was like, this ain't enough. So I was like, I need another coach to help me scale up. And he was all about like, you know what I'm saying? Here's how you build a team out. Here's how you get this on a consistent basis. Here's how you get predictability, and you're not like wondering like, oh, where's my next project gonna come from? Am I gonna be able to make it? You know what I'm saying? How not to just go through periods where you're starving. So yeah, I'm huge on business coaches, bro. Like, forget college, forget paying tens of bands. Like, anything you're doing, you want to do a clothing brand, learn from somebody successful in that. If you want to, now there's scammers out there who they just great on camera, and they not good at the business. But if you find a true mentor business coach, it's up. Like, they can change your life for sure.
I wouldn't necessarily say forget college, because I feel like college teaches you how to read the world.
I can say that.
Because like there's so much more about the world than just your business, right?
Yeah.
Like, you may learn how to look at the news and know what's good information and bad information. Are they telling me this because the housing market
bruh,
is actually
forget
going here?
You said
Forget college, bro. Forget college, bro. For real, it's a scam. Like, it's taking, unless you're saying, hey, I want to be a doctor, a lawyer, or have this specific career. It's a scam. It is a scam. They're taking everybody's money. Everybody, the whole country is in debt, in tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of debt. For what? And they're still barely making salary.
Let them cook.
They're barely making salary. Like there's people with master's degrees that can't get a salary job.
See, and I
was
think
like,
that
what?
right there is why people should go to college, right? Because what did your coach teach you?
Wait.
Hold on.
Hey,
We're about to cook.
Hey, Nick, everybody said, hold up.
Hold on. I'm about to cook. So you said your coach taught you one very specific thing, predictability, right? And if you know predictability, one of the key indicators on what people will make for the rest of their life, right, is if they went to college. Just going to college. Finishing college, like you on average, you go into debt for that. First, what do you think the average student loan?
Wait for you to finish.
What do you think the average student loan debt is in America?
Somebody's whole salary, like somewhere between 40,000 plus 50,000 plus.
Okay, let's just say let's say 50,000. The high end of what you said. What do you think the average amount that people make more if you go to college rather than not going to college?
In today's day and age,
On a span of a lifetime.
I feel like those numbers are skewed. They try to. I'm listen. We're not gonna bring this up unless you have pure facts. I need to see the. Cite your sources because there's literally so many people. They're not making that much more now. It's experience. I personally, depending on the job, I don't care if you've been to college.
Yeah.
People cheat their way through college. I care about your experience. Show me
What have you done?
what have you actually done, and that's internships. That's getting out in the field. That's actually learning. Like all the people who really going to hire, like big positions, want to see what's your tenure, all this stuff. Like what have you actually done?
So you get a
And imagine if you care about business or working.
God forbid, right?
Do you care about business or are we talking business or working a job? Because those are two very different things.
Business, right?
Okay,
so
God forbid.
you get in an accident. You got 2 hospitals to go to. One person, 10 years experience, no college degree, right? You go to top university for surgical, but only been in the field 2 years. Which hospital are you going to?
The one with the better track record. Okay, how many deaths has he had under his knife, right? If he's had a successful 10 years, I'm going to successful 10 years over just 2 years. Oh, he hasn't been in the field enough. No, I'm going with the experience.
But see, a lot of times.
day.
Go ahead.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of the times, though,
Like-
that college experience, though, college counts as your experience. Like, I've had a lot of jobs tell me, like, oh, we look at your college, the time that you had in college, count as your experience. Because a lot of times you're doing
Did you go to
things.
college?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. So it depends. I said it depends on the field. If you're going for a specific trade, like lawyer, if you're doing communications, business, some of that foo-foo stuff, you're wasting your money. But obviously, if you're like
Business?
You think business
I
is
learned nothing. I went to business school. I talked to a lot of business people who went to business school. You can have a whole MBA.
But you pay
You'll
for
learn some
you pay
stuff.
$4,000 for something I pay $100 a credit hour to learn negotiations, right? I think like
I'm telling you,
hold
bro.
up, you're successful. That's one. I think
Okay.
you would have been successful. I think people who are successful, they think everybody could have been like them, right? But successful people are going to be successful regardless of what's put in front of them. People who aren't
That's true.
going to be
That's
yeah.
very true. That's very true. But like, bro, when I'm telling you the stuff that I learned in business school, it was cool. Like, okay, here's about economics. You learn a little bit about global economy. You learn a little bit how to work spreadsheets.
Yeah.
That's about it, bro. None of that stuff was practical. I'm learning from a dude who never had a successful business, really. You know what I'm saying? Just like financial advisors telling you how to be rich and they're not rich, bro. No, I want to learn, you know what I'm saying, from the best of the best. If I don't want to trade seats with that person, why would I want to learn from them? You feel me? So it's like I'm sitting there taking business from a business professor who I wouldn't trade seats with, or I could learn from this business guru who I would definitely trade places with you.
So do you think like your success is contingent on your expertise in the field? Do you think because somebody's more successful at it, they're more of an expert at it than that other person?
So
Got some questions.
listen, so not everybody. There's billionaires who probably can't teach you how to be a billionaire. Some people are better teachers than others.
That's definitely a fact.
But I'm just saying that curriculum is not like really just getting out in the field. So first off, each industry is different, right?
Yeah,
Business
yeah.
is a lot about sales, marketing, and stuff. If you're in the school of business, you're learning general business.
Yeah.
But if your aspirations are to own a clothing company, you're not gonna get the information that you need to really miss out on failures. You're just gonna know, oh, I know how to do my finances and do my spreadsheets. I know how to
Yeah,
negotiate.
but that's why you got to
It's
be.
like,
I think a lot of people, they go to college, then they have fun on the weekend. Like people who
Yeah, you can-
like some people go to
yeah.
college and they take all that information they just learned in class and apply it.
but
to
what?
what's-
Tell me what you learned in college that nowadays you can't learn on YouTube.
But the thing
Or-
about the reason you know how to find it on YouTube is because you went to college. That's why
No,
you
it's
have.
because I'm
hold on,
hungry.
hold on,
It's
look.
because I have a drive.
No, listen. No,
I
you.
went to
He
college.
said because you went to
Hold up,
college.
hold up. Do you know what cognitive dissonance is? This is a prerequisite. You have to take this in school. So in psychology, they teach you about cognitive dissonance. You know what that is?
Yes, I
Okay.
took a lot of psychology.
So,
yeah.
so when you ask, like,
I'm not with you, bro. Go ahead,
He
though.
said,
Go
I'm
ahead.
not with you.
no, so what did you ask?
Huh?
What did you ask? What was the question?
No, you. I just said you're not getting what you need from.
You say YouTube. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah,
YouTube,
yeah.
most people don't know how to decipher whether something is good information or bad information. But that's
Bro,
what
learned
college
in high
teaches you how to
school.
do.
No, that's learned in high school.
Some people,
Some people.
That's learned in high
Some people,
school.
a lot of shit don't click for some people until they take that step into college. Because when you go to college, you're by yourself.
exactly.
In high school, you still go home to mommy and daddy. In college, you got to still figure things out and take what you learned in that classroom and then still apply it. Because I learned a lot of life lessons in college that helped me today to get
Life
to
lessons like what?
how to manage my time.
Which is important.
That's number
You
one.
can learn that in the streets. But okay, go ahead.
But what are the consequences? Like that. That's what the whole thing is
If
about.
you show up to work late, you get fired. You get written up, or you're not places like. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
so imagine you got two types of people. You say 18, I'm gonna go get a apartment. I'm gonna get this job, and you show up late. You show up late, you get fired.
not gonna convince
Now
me,
your
but go
Richard, now your Richard's history fucked up. Now you gotta find other places to stay, and that can set off a whole trajectory of life.
Downtrend.
But you go to college and you show up to class late. You get an F. You just got to take the credit over again, right? And then now you got to be on time. The consequence is less, which gives people the more opportunity to learn, I feel like. My man got the bag. He said, fuck college, dog.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
He sound. Oh, that
Nothing
shit
I
learned in
learned
college
in
is
college,
irrelevant.
there's a lot of people who agree with that. Nothing I learned in college really translated, like, everything I learned was in the field afterwards. And that's very true for a lot of people. There's people, if we want to talk about my industry, there's people who went to film school. They're struggling. They're the most creative people ever. They know everything about the 180 rule, about this frame rate and all this stuff. They have no clue how to get it back.
Yeah, but they should have
They
took
work
some
for me.
business. So their electives, they decided, like when everybody was in school taking weight training, I was taking accounting instead. Like you
Bro, I
have
took accounting.
options.
Accounting was, man.
Yeah,
Counting was
yeah, but
bullshit.
and the thing about it is, wait till you have kids, because you don't even know how much you actually know because
Bruh.
of what you went through.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm gonna teach my kids entrepreneurship and finances from a young age. Like, they're not getting no free allowance. Oh, you want allowance? You gotta do this. This is that. I'm teaching them like everything. I would take that any day, bro.
Are you going to teach some of that stuff that you learned in that accounting class?
Yes. What? No, not stuff. I'm gonna
Some
teach
people
them
don't have
accounting.
the opportunity to have you as a dad, though,
Ooh.
right? So
Bro,
the school
I come
is there
from
to
Memphis.
do it.
I'm a first generation college
That's
graduate.
what I'm saying. So, but you're about to, you say that accounting class wasn't worth it, but you're gonna turn around and teach it to your kids.
No, I'm teaching accounting to my kids, not that curriculum. That's what I thought you meant. I'm gonna teach finances, like
Okay.
how to do proper finances to my kids, but not
like
necessarily what I learned in
liability
accounting.
equals asset. You're gonna teach them that.
That's a bunch of BS, bro.
but
It
you
literally
like that.
comes down to
That is what you.
It literally comes down to, bro. I'm
Hey.
telling you.
No, but I see what you're saying.
I get what you're saying, though.
I definitely see what you're saying because you're gonna take the things that
You can get all that information for cheaper.
Yeah.
With better. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. The expensive
I
college.
have this question:
Like,
if college was
and they
let's
you
say-
take mandatory electives, like, oh, you gotta take this Christian course and stuff, like, or you gotta do this. Like, why do I have to take calculus if I just want to learn? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a scam, bro.
so if college was free, if it was like free public education, would you not encourage your kids to go to college? If it was free?
I mean, sure, have at it, cool. But it's like,
I'm asking, would you encourage
Hold
it?
up. So, at what grade do you feel like your kids should be able to drop out then?
be able to drop out.
Yes. If
I
they don't
feel
need the
like-
school stuff.
Honestly, I would say 9th, 10th grade.
Well, that's what I met a
Once you
not
learn,
Mormon. What's the other one?
I don't know.
What's the other?
once you learn how to do basic algebra and like really basic essay writing and all that stuff, and how to read
Yeah.
at a high level and how to problem solve, the rest is,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because it's like in this capitalist world that we live in, it's about getting a bag. Like
For some people.
in this capitalist world that we live in, if you don't want to struggle, like, okay,
Hey,
yeah,
you
you don't
go.
have to
There
be
you
about
go.
a bag, but you're gonna be sweating around the first. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
cool, but that's cool for some people. You know what I'm saying?
How many
That's-
of your
that's
blowout
cool.
games do you remember? Not a lot of them. How many games that came down to the wire do you remember though? You remember? I know people who
Hey, that's a hell of a way to put it, bro.
like like I know people who have that one photo
But wait,
of the
what
game
what point are
winner.
you trying to make though?
So sometimes it's okay to have a little pressure in life.
He said, how many blowout games do you remember? That's a great point, though.
Of course you gonna
Hold on,
remember the
what's
months
the
you
number
was
one
struggling.
series everybody bring up now? What's the one series nobody ever did? The 3-1.
Oh, the comeback.
The 3-1
Cleveland-
comeback
Cleveland.
in the finals.
Okay,
The back was
But
against
what
the
point
wall.
are we trying to make?
They
we
said
took a sharp
LeBron is
turn.
the greatest because he was sweating. All right, it came down to the wire, and he made it
it's
out.
very important. So if you're trying to make the point, it's very
I'm
important
trolling,
for
I'm
people
trolling.
to have experience highs and lows. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I think people who's handled everything, they're not going to be as tough as people
100%.
who've experienced
100%.
everything for sure. But like, nah, bro. Like honestly, bro. Like, it depends. Like I tell this, and I'm not one of those people who forget where they came from or think I'm better than nobody. But to be honest, it's not for everybody. Like this entrepreneur stuff is hard, it's lonely, it's
Yeah.
stressful. It'll give you great.
What
It'll
was that first
stress
one?
you. You said what?
What was that first one?
It's stressful.
It's
What?
lonely. It's lonely.
It's lonely.
If somebody told you can make a $40,000 investment, and over the course of your life, on average, you will make $500,000, would you think it's a good investment?
No.
Why?
One,
He said back. Go ahead.
I said no out of emotion because first off, you said that's happening to the average
Yeah.
undergrad.
No, and when I'm saying they make $500,000, I'm not saying they have a salary of $500,000.
Over-
I'm saying over the course of their life, maybe they get $3,000 extra their first 5 years.
Wait. Do the math. 500,000.
Yeah.
Let's just divide that by 10.
By 10, the average
10
life
years.
hold up. The average life
10 years.
expectancy is what's 80, 86 right now?
Is it?
Say 78, something
Something
like
like
that.
that, something like
so the average graduate is what, 22?
22.
So
21.
22 divided by 40 years. So over the course of 40 years, you're only making $10,000 more a year. That's a good investment.
That's a great
If I'm gonna make $10,000 more by paying $40,000 at 18, that's a great investment.
Solid argument.
Yeah.
It's solid.
He said, I mean, you got a point.
It's all right, but I think about how many people are like slaves to their debt and slaves
Yeah,
to
for
the
sure.
system. Like, oh, I can't even make this move. I got this because I got to pay back these student loans, and it's just accruing interest and all this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my thing. It's like,
I think the system is set up. People think it's set up for you to fail, but it's set up for you not to fail too much, right? They teach you home ownership. Get your
it's-
first
but
house.
I feel like I'm coming. It's setting you up to be average. You feel
But
me?
that's why is average bad though?
It's not. It's
'Cause,
not.
yeah, I think there's a
But
lot of people out here
with
that-
inflation, the way inflation is going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The way that nobody can actually afford a 1-2 bedroom and all this stuff right now. You know what I'm saying? Averages.
But why do you think that is though?
Because of what? Why do I think what is?
Why do you think most people can't afford a 1 or 2 bedroom now?
Because of inflation and economy.
But
and
why
how
is the
expensive-
inflation happening?
Because it's just a natural occurrence of printing too much money and just the way the
That's
economy
part
works.
of it. But what people want is they want what they have and not have to deal with what happens when it grows, right? People lived in Atlanta in Atlanta, you used to have the Coke factory and you used to have Six Flags. That was it. But now you got 6 Walmarts within a 5-mile radius of you.
Yeah.
You got somebody has to fund all of these things that you people want to be able to walk downstairs and get some halal food at Halal Guys, right? Somebody got to pay that rent. Somebody got to pay employees for that to be there.
Yeah.
So if you want this luxury, people are comparing things to the 60s when all you had was your neighborhood, your high school, and your church. That's it.
And maybe not even a store.
Exactly. So,
So you admit the average is getting tougher and tougher.
well, it depends on what you consider average, because the average person probably couldn't afford an iPhone back then, but you can now. How many people do you walk outside and
Can
don't
they?
got a smartphone?
Can they though?
How-
They're using
how-
other people's money. They're using debt. Our whole company, our whole country's in debt.
So they're making bad decisions, right? And it's not bad decisions because at the end of the day, Apple is able to create a whole company and pay employees because people make bad decisions, right? Like you know how valuable marketing is. Marketing, the word marketing means to create value, right? You create value with these videos, and people say, I'm gonna buy that because of the videos you make, right? So there's people who probably shouldn't buy that Sony, but because you made that video, they're gonna make a bad decision for Sony. But because they make that decision, Sony's able to
Pay you.
exactly.
It's just the circle of life. It's the circle of life. Which
This
one I
shit
said, I
crazy.
never said.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. This podcast went from we've been just talking about some regular shit, kick shit, to
I
a life
messed with
lesson.
that.
But listen, like I said, we're all a team.
Yeah,
Not
for
everybody
sure.
can
Yeah.
be a star on the team.
Exactly.
We need role players. You need the bench
clappers,
warmers.
the bench warmers.
You
We
need
all that.
cheerleader.
I don't look
For sure.
down on
Yeah.
nobody.
Concession stand people
I
for
respect
sure.
definitely need
that.
concession
I
stand people.
respect it. I respect it. But
Yeah,
I've been there. I don't like that feeling of.
yeah.
But you gotta think there's somebody that's very comfortable with that feeling.
But see, you just
And they're very comfortable being like,
yeah. But you
You know,
you probably got there. I think the one thing that got me to turn around and go back is I worked at Dillard's and I was making
you
like
say turn around and go back. It was
turn
leave
around and go back from the
entrepreneurship.
no the life is about the bag.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I worked at Dillard's. I was working like 50 hours a week, go to my girlfriend's house, go to work, go to school. It was that cycle. It was that triangle, right? And I seen the managers, they make $250,000, but when you got time to spend it? Like,
Right.
what are you
Right. So we
doing?
on
Like,
another topic. Yeah.
He said,
when do you see people you actually want to see? When do you see your friends?
"When do you enjoy life?"
Exactly. When do you enjoy life? And
Yeah.
I was 17 making $65,000. And I said, you know what? This ain't fun, right? So I turned back. I started building an infrastructure where I could bring my friends with me. Oh, I mess with you. I may not be able to take you from your job right now, but we can help build this thing. And one day we're going to charge an entrance fee into this thing we built and we'll all be able to chill.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay, so my answer to that, right?
but I think
And
what
I
you did
teach-
is good though. Like you have a company.
But listen,
is good,
I
yeah.
teach what I teach my students is I'm all about not just the bag, but the quality of life that you want to have, right?
Right.
Automating, being very particular about the business that you start. The S in self-employed stands for slave. A lot of people are slaves to their business. Oh, I got this and that. I got this hair salon. They work in 7 days a week, 12 hours a week. And there's even people with 150 employees who are stressed, extremely stressed. So it's all about like actually being smart about the businesses that you want to do,
Right.
and actually being able to spend time. Because the more money I make, the more I can I'm good for the next 2 months. You know what I mean? I can chill.
Yeah.
I can spend that time. Now, the time that I had to sacrifice to get up there, I wasn't seeing nobody. I wasn't going out. I wasn't doing this. I missed out on a lot. I got a lot of friends that are like just multimillionaires and stuff. And they're like, man, I do regret all the years that I missed out on like my kids' lives and all this stuff growing up. But it's like, now I can do whatever I want with them.
Yeah.
So it's
Kick your
like,
feet up.
it's a sacrifice. It's what you're willing to sacrifice for sure. But I can't go back. That's all I know.
He
I
said,
feel
he said, I
I,
can't, I
I
can't
never
make a
advise
U-turn.
going back. Like I
Right.
never like. I don't think what you're doing. I don't think it's. I know. It may.
It's-
When I be trolling, there be truth in my troll, but I
I
really
know.
don't care.
I know,
Like
I
when
know,
people,
I know.
when because
But, like-
people are gonna do what they do.
Yeah,
Anyway. You
yeah,
know what I'm
regardless.
saying?
I definitely I think it was Steve Jobs on his deathbed was like, I don't care nothing about all these billions. I care about, I want to see my family. And I'm big on that. That's why, like, I honestly, bro, I know what it takes to make $100 million, $1 billion companies and that's cool. If you wanna do that, you know what I'm saying, be stressed and just do something you don't love just for money, cool. I'm not about that life. Right. I know I make less than I could have the potential to be making, but I love what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm working this hard. I get to meet new people every single week, every single day. So it's not work for me. I'm working hard. It's not really work. So it's like, that's what I advise for sure.
So let me ask you this: when did that click for you? Because I know in the beginning you was probably like, "Bro, I'm finna run this up. I'm finna just work."
Yeah.
When did it click and you was like, "You know what? Yeah, it's cool. I know I can go make $100 million. I know I can help somebody's business grow to $100 million. But I'm gonna chill."
When I went to college for computer engineering, and I was trying to do differential equations, computer electrical engineering, and go to practice and do all this stuff just because computer engineering is one of the top 3 paid salary jobs out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, I hated it. It's tedious. We coding. You can type 10 pages of code and you have one error, you got to go back and thumb through it all. It's messing up. So I'm like, I don't care about, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to make money doing what I love. I'm going to be smart about it. I'm going to try to automate, like, so I'm making digital courses, digital products and stuff. But, like, being a, you know what I'm saying? I've seen people, it's like, yo, I got this tech company, it's cool, but they hate it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I got a lot of people who are like, yo, some people are like, yo, get a bag doing what you love. And I got some people who are like, get a bag
by any means,
and then you can do whatever you love. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on you. But like, nah, like I know people that are stressed out, drinking Diet Cokes every day, just like killing themselves, energy drinks, trying to, because they're stuck they're a slave.
Yeah.
And they haven't built that infrastructure, so they got a business, but they traded a 9-to-5 for a 24/7. A lot of people do that, and that's nuts. And they don't have a plan to get out of it. Like my thing is like have an exit plan, but.
So I got a question for you. When all is said and done, you've done the biggest deals, all this and everything. You've hit the peak success that you thought you wanted to hit in your life. What is next for you, or what do you see at the end of your road? Like, what is your bigger picture when it's finished and painted?
So it's funny. Somebody just asked me this. So I'm all about purpose, like, and that's another thing. So like, when I first was getting into this, I'm like, it's cool, I'm doing all these projects, but I feel like I don't have a purpose. Like, what's my purpose? So I'm big on that. So I think the media is terrible. Like you said, I would never do a video of Sexy Red. I think it's poison. So it's like, I want to be able, media runs the world.
Yeah, for sure.
The way we dress, the stuff we did. Juicy J ruined our generation. I don't know how old you are, but when I came up, Juicy J had us, Blue Dream and Lean, we was living that life. You know what I mean? So it's like the movies, everything. I just want to be able to put a positive impact on the media, the way people are portrayed, you know what I'm saying, putting black people in mansions, showing black people running successful tech companies, and knowing that, like I said, I grew up in Memphis. I didn't have, it's drug dealers, athletes, and everything like that that's got all the bread. So it's like educating people on like, yo, you don't have to be an athlete or entertainer to be financially successful, right? There's different definitions of success, but to be, so it's like, as long as I made that impact, you know, I show little people that look like me. It's not just all about me. I care about the whole world. Diversity is big for me, but just knowing that we have a disadvantage as black people, just showing them that like, yo, you ain't got to be an athlete or entertainer to, if that's what you want, to get a bag or to, you know what I'm saying, just to help. Cause like, what is a hot girl song, bro? What's that? Rich Baby Daddy. What's the first 2 sentences of that song that Sexy Red is singing?
Shit.
Get up.
Bend that.
You might not let me play it.
Let that coochie breathe.
Come on now, right? And we got daughters out here. Like, it's Meg Thee Stallions. Cardi B is everybody's idol. She's a former stripper. Like, I want to be able to put positivity in the media. So that's when it's all said and done. That's my. I don't have anything about strippers. I don't have a problem with strippers. There you go.
I think the sex industry I think they have a net positive on the world, I believe. Your most stressful times in high school, what you do?
Play basketball.
Well, you couldn't play basketball. You was in the crib.
Play video games.
Come on now. We're not going to act like
I'm gonna be
boys were.
I just had a phone conversation. Let's go there. I just had a phone conversation.
We can go
I just
there.
had a phone conversation. That stuff is poison. All right? If you're talking about, you know, masturbation or whatever, going to have sex with somebody, whatever it is you're talking about, that as an outlet is poison. And I'll tell you why. Being in a relationship with somebody, right? Think about it. you're probably not dating a girl that looks like the girls that you're going to click on and watch that are really getting you where you want to be. Or I don't know if that's what you're referring to, but that ruins a lot of marriages. It ruins that leads to a lot of infidelity, right? It leads to you're gonna be thinking about these people while you're with your girl and all that stuff, bro. It may seem like it's cool, but I'm telling you, it's poison.
I don't think it's like. I think there's a segment of the world that people forget about, right? People that don't have the same opportunities, right? Some people, like you're able to get financially successful, be lonely, but go pay to be somewhere with other people. Now, say like you're quadriplegic, right? You're lonely. You want something, right? There's got to be something for those people. And I feel like there's people who create that stimulus for those people. Now, whether everybody else indulges in it, that's on them. But this.
So you referred to. let's
see
be
where
clear.
he's
We ain't
going
got to beat around the bush. So you're saying that the content that these workers, I don't know if he's gonna go on TikTok, or whatever, these workers are making is helping people that can't go out into the world
and go get it.
And
for sure.
go get it.
I think so.
Just like people who make food videos.
There's a lot of people why is it?
There's a lot of people who can't. So hold up. How do you feel about a McDonald's commercial then? Who has killed more people, McDonald's or the sex industry? Which one?
This nigga
But if McDonald's call you today, you gonna shoot that video, ain't you? But you're not gonna shoot a video for Sexy Red. Why? Which one's more harmful?
That's very true. That's a great. Hey, that's a great point. He's in his bag. He's in his bag. He's in his bag.
He definitely is.
He's in his bag.
Because when you put it that way.
But I will say, that's tough. People with addictive personalities have addictive personalities. But I would say, I feel like the dopamine that's released when you are sexually involved, having sex, is much stronger than the dopamine of eating just the McDonald's. Like there's still pleasure receptors, like when you're eating fast food, you're eating food that you like, but that's addictive. That's true. Like sex is a drug a lot of times. Love is a drug, literally, physically a drug.
Starbucks call you. They're going to pay you $50,000 for a video. Are you going to do it? Now, mind you, caffeine sets off the same receptors in your brain as cocaine, right? Are you going to do that shoot?
Hey, like I said, I'm not knocking.
Now we're getting down to the root of what's the real drug, though. It's money. Come on. There's a book that tell you about it. It's called
Okay, wait.
He says it's called the Bible.
Wait. Okay, go ahead.
Because like you can justify anything if you say, okay, I don't. Porn is poisonous to me. Nah. But caffeine though.
I need it.
That bag is big enough.
Actually, I'm not a fan of caffeine. I hate when people are like, yo, I gotta have that coffee in the morning. I'm not. I'm against. So let's get into that. That's the whole. Let's get into that. Everybody that I've lost, 85, 90% of them I've lost to cancer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not. Once I got hip, I'm not big on processed foods. I'm not big on like. I've had to think like there was a vape company that hit me up, and I'm like, I don't think I can promote this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's literally
killing people.
And like, we forget sometimes because they're better at masking and fluffing it up. Like just it's a little stupid stuff. Like Tito's will tell you, oh, we're gluten free. Like all the vodka's gluten free, but they're just great at marketing. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I see what you're saying, but I'm against a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Just like a lot of creators or a lot of influencers, like, yo, I'm not going to do this sponsorship deal because I don't trust that brand. So I'm very much the same way. You know what I'm saying? I have to really, like, believe in the product. Or if I'm, like, working with a business coach, I'm like, yo, your course is cap. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it. So it's like, I see what you're saying. I definitely see what you're saying. That's a great point.
Like, that's why I don't really judge people because, like, you can spin an argument anyway. Like, there's probably... Even me participating in marketing people, right? Yeah. I'm letting people say things on camera that may cause somebody to...
I don't know. But how many dramas and traumas, like, we don't really know. Because, like, how many people got killed for cheating, and like, oh, they're getting into jail for domestic violence. They're doing all this stuff, and it's like there's a lot of
things that feed
stress.
that.
There's babies getting like there's so many single parent homes right now.
Yeah.
Because people are just hella horny and just out here not strapping up, not doing all this stuff. So there's the consequences.
But do you want to know the
just,
key indicator of people who make bad sexual choices?
What's that?
Their education level. There's a.
It all comes back to college.
I'm telling you.
I need the stats. I need the stats.
I took a class called quantitative analysis, right? And it teaches you how to determine how important things are to shifting the needle, right?
Yeah.
So like, what people fall if you get on Twitter, people fall victim to all the time. Why would I buy that house for $1 million in Philly when I could get $1 million house in Atlanta that got all this land?
It's not the same.
Or it's this big. Well, Philly is 4 hours from New York. So if you got to drive up to New York to do there's billions of dollars to be had in New York. You can go get it real quick. Georgia, you're going to have to get on a plane, fly, get a hotel. Like, it's not a one-day trip for you, right? Or how close your house is to a major highway is a big indicator. Like, there's things way different. Yeah. So that taught me how, like, okay, the thing that we think is the problem may not always be the problem.
Yeah, you just made it a problem.
Yeah.
To mask what.
But they do say,
but I will say
2 parents is a big one, though.
2 parents is a huge.
That's a big indicator.
Definitely in a lot of underprivileged communities and everything, like the undereducation. The lack of it's you can't really pin stuff on one thing. It's the lack of education, lack of opportunity. A lot of people are like, screw it, like they just don't care. Like, we can lead into that. I just came back from Colombia recently, and you know, they just got to get it how they can. Like, literally, prostitution runs that country, and it helps them make money because they don't have another way. They are poor.
Yeah.
They, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know a better way. And I'm literally talking to people while I'm out there, and I'm like, yo, like, there's this tour guide. He was like, yeah, I live in the slums right here, but it's close. I can just go do these tours, and it's cool, man. I get to just wake up. And he's happy. That's cool. Yeah. But I'm just telling him, I'm like, you could make life a little bit easier, a lot easier. So he's like, yo, I come down, and I just go say, hey, see what Americans want to do this tour. I'm like, cool. I'm like, do y'all got, like, Instagram out here? He's like, yeah. People use it? Yeah. I'm like, okay, y'all got YouTube out here and stuff? Yeah, people use it. I'm like, bet. So does your company that runs this let you do your own thing to bring in clients? Yeah, sure. I'm like, yo, you know, it'd be dope if you actually started filming what you're doing and like posting snippets about, hey, Colombia, I'm Eduardo. I'll give you the trip when you come here and all this stuff. He's like, dang, I never thought about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. People either got it or they don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? People can come from nothing and just have that mindset and like come from the slums and just make it out. It's all just, you know, so it's all relative, but statistic wise, the average, like, you know, on average, like you said, so I'm big on averages too. Probability is huge. So but,
that's crazy. Then you think about it.
I'm glad to see people out here at least talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Because we have that debate all the time. Like, I know a lot of YouTubers who be like, yo, forget college. Like,
but they probably went to college too, didn't they?
No, they didn't.
Oh.
Well, some of them did, some of them didn't. But I always tell them, like, you don't have to. You want to make it safest for the worst person, right? And for the worst person,
I'm big on trade schools. People who go to trades. I'm not against school and education. But like, a trade is gonna get you a lot further. Yeah. I feel like, and you want to call that college, trade school, but like, learning the actual specific things, especially like, because that's the thing that people suffer from. They make you take all these electives, you're seeing all this stuff, and it's like, you know what I mean? People fall victim, like, and that's what I'm saying, like, people see all this stuff on YouTube. It's like, oh, I can buy ATMs, I can do YouTube automation, I can do this and that. They're trying to do so many different things, but like, you're really gonna have that most success when you lock in on one thing and become an expert at one thing and not just trying to do so many different things. So it's like, it's not college, it's the curriculum forced upon us. That, I don't know. It depends on the college.
I may be like spoiled because I went to GGC, which ended up being like a top 300. Like, they have an accreditation that only 300 schools in the world have,
A lot of people I knew that use GZC as a tool to like really
Exactly.
get somewhere. They weren't going there. It's like it's about to be a party school. I'm about to be doing this and that. They were locked in on like, yo, I'm using this as a tool.
I think that's the biggest question. If you ask people why did they pick their college, I think that will give you the answer to whether they were going to be successful or not anyway.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, why'd you pick that college? So I could get away from my parents. Oh, I heard that school was lit. My friends were going there. I picked my school because somebody told me at 15, they said, I know people who are paying off their student loans at 60 years old. I said, I'm good on that. So I'm about to go to GGC right down the street. And it's $3,000 a month. I make about at the time when I'm 16, I'm making like $10,000 a year. So I'm like, all right, this is straight. Pick up a second job. I'm around like 23K. I'm like, all right, I could just pay for school out of pocket. $6,000 there. I'm staying at the crib.
Yeah.
All these things people are doing now. Oh, cruise.
There's a lot of people like that that are just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll be honest. If I can go back, I wouldn't have went to Georgia Southern.
For real?
No, absolutely not.
I heard so much bad stuff about Georgia Southern.
It's not even the
But
bad
you had like
stuff.
a scholarship, didn't you?
No, I didn't have a
Just
scholarship.
just how much of a party school it was.
Well, no, it's definitely
Yeah.
that. But like,
Yeah.
I definitely learned things. But I could have got the same education up the street.
Yeah.
Right.
If we're being honest, or I could have went to Georgia State and just commuted. So
Right.
like, I'm gonna be honest. I was one of those kids that went away to school to get away from my
But
parents.
I
To
will
learn
say,
yeah.
just from a like life is short standpoint, and it's all about experiences. College is a great experience.
For sure.
It's a great experience.
Like,
It's
I
like,
wouldn't trade my experience for the world.
I feel like everybody should have that experience. That they
Yeah.
pay. Like, I didn't pay a single cent to go to college because of
that's what's up.
basketball. So
Yeah.
like, if you can make that happen, cool. But
By all means.
going into a 6-figure debt. Ugh.
See, I ain't going on a 6-figure debt though.
Nobody goes into a 6-figure debt.
Some people.
Unless you're going to be a
medical
lot.
school. It depends. It depends
Yeah.
on
I
but
got a friend right now. Sweetheart, I'm sorry that you're dealing with this, but she gonna be in about 150.
But what is her profession though?
She's gonna be a doctor.
Yeah, so
I mean,
like she can get out.
She'll
of
get it
that.
back.
Yeah,
She'll
Right.
get it back, but
some
not,
people, you know, but
Yeah,
or they
some people-
doing it because
some
their
people just
parents
get
told them
bad
to
Well,
go.
no, she wanted to do it though, so
Oh,
like
yeah.
I give her credit on that. Like she literally said, "I'm
You know.
from kids. I'm gonna be a doctor." So I like shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead. It's a lot that you're gonna be own a lot of money, unless shit. But for me personally, bro, I would have not went that far away because I could have saved so much money. Where I would be so much further in life. I think.
That's what you think though. But like the one thing about life is you can never know what it would have been like if you would have made a different decision. Because
True.
like if y'all believe like the butterfly effect, like one change, you could have stayed here and you could have been up and bred, and a girl that you probably shouldn't have been with that latched on to you because you was hooping at in high school, she might have been able to hold on to you. You got a baby by her, and now everything you work, you have no idea what could have happened.
Yeah.
Like,
So like I said, I have no regrets about going, but you know, if I had to do it again, I would probably change where. I wouldn't have went so far. I wouldn't have went so far just so I could have been at the crib. I could have still did everything.
I got another topic. I could talk for 3 hours. We got it.
Exactly.
we got 30 we got 30 minutes. We got
Yeah.
30 minutes. So
Hey, he thought he was gonna come over here and think this shit. Now he's like, no, I like this.
ain't no way we was staying in that room.
Nah, we wouldn't have made it down there.
Right. But no, like, so that I had this conversation with I think it was Hodge or something. He was like
Yeah.
real big on everything has a purpose, everything's predestined.
Yeah.
And like the end was already decided from the beginning type of thing. And he's really real big on like, oh, the stars, astrology, like you're this way, this happened because of where the sun, the moon, and all that stuff was when you were born and all that with the state that you were in. I'm like, okay, cool. But you don't believe in free will. Like, so I believe in free will and I believe we're a product of our choices. Yeah, there's things that happen to us, but a lot of things that can change based on our choices. Like, I'm really big on like we're a product of our choices a lot of times.
Right,
So like
100%.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, the butterfly effect. It's just like, I get that, but it's like everything like is a choice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Those days where you press snooze, was that destined? Or some days you like, yo, I could have just got my ass up and went to the gym, or you know what I mean? So it's like,
But see,
Yeah.
I think and a lot of times we say that, but we don't know the consequence of those things, right? We just don't know.
I didn't go to the gym today because I would have gotten in a car accident.
Like there could have
yeah.
been somebody doing YouTube just like me. There was a lot of times I got up and went to work, and I started as a reaction channel. Well, I didn't start it. I turned in, so
Right.
something would drop, and I wouldn't be home to do it.
Yeah.
But that person who was, forget that job, they did it. Now I'm on my way home, and I'm looking at their video, 300,000 views. If I would have skipped work, right? But it's about making the safer bet sometimes.
Yeah.
The safer bet is always to do the right thing.
Right.
Right. But sometimes doing the wrong thing, the scammers, whatever, like sometimes
A
that
lot of
works out
times,
for people.
High risk, high reward.
Yeah.
High risk. We play the lottery. We play the lottery every day, B.
Exactly. My God.
We play the lottery of life every day, B.
But see, that's the thing though.
So,
Go ahead.
oh, no, I was just asking. So, this podcast is called Atlanta People.
The people of Atlanta.
The people of
People of Atlanta. The
Yeah.
people of Atlanta. So, y'all haven't asked me no Atlanta questions yet.
Oh, we was gonna get there.
You gonna
we
get to
can
that?
into
We was gonna get there. we was
I was
letting you
making sure we-
hold on.
is that-
'Cause I ain't gonna lie.
Well,
The conversation got very intellectual.
Well,
It got-
here's
it
the
got
thing though.
deep.
You're a person in Atlanta. You're
That's
successful
still very
at what
fact.
you do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, so there may be people
still-
who watch this and be like, I need to reach out to him. I'm starting a business.
I need to talk to him.
Let me go get a $10,000 loan to get his video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's the idea behind
No,
it.
no, I know.
So now-
But the way he hyped it up, I was like, what he got
Oh, no,
about
we gonna get
Atlanta?
there. We gonna get there for sure.
Okay.
You want to take it there now?
Who get to the bag more, the scammers or the bottle girls?
In Atlanta.
Hey, I'm not gonna put no names out there, but I know scammers right now that are flying crews of people out to different countries every other week, once a month. I don't see bottle girls doing that. There's some scammers that are eating great, good. The bottle girls might make 1,000 in one night, 2,000, cool, but the scammers, yeah, they're up. They're up. If they're good at what they do,
That
they're
is crazy.
up.
Cruising people out. Hey.
Crews like, oh, you and your homie can come out, like.
I ain't gonna lie. If I had it in me, I'd scam. I'd be a great scammer.
But I'm not gonna lie, the way I
think I
feel
would.
about scammers, they're the scum of the earth. Like I feel like scammers should get hit by buses, bro. They ruin people's life. Like I really hate scammers, bro. Go ahead.
Here you go. You
about to
woke
cook.
him up.
You about
You
to
woke him
cook.
up.
Bruh.
So what defines
Cycle
like
of life. We
so-
got circle of life. What you
So
got?
what if I make a video, right, that makes somebody believe this thing could change their life? You buy a Sony camera, it'll change your life. Am I a scammer?
And then I buy that camera and I don't do shit with it.
I
The ultimate troll right here, bro.
Hey, if it's in reach, I'ma grab it. All right.
That nigga said I can get it. I can still get it.
I'll troll it.
You know what I'm saying? Just to like granted, you don't need to be that dumb, but like the people that are just hacking people's Instagram profiles and stuff, like
Yeah.
it's
Have you ever been scammed in Atlanta? You can be honest. This is a safe space.
No. I'm trying to think. I've been trying to get scammed. I got scammed just the other day. It's like little stuff though. Like I got scammed. You know the little electrical Tim's machines that
Yeah.
like.
Oh, 10 units, yeah.
Yeah. So I was at this event and I'm thinking I really need one of these. They're electrical, so I think they cost a lot. They're at the event like, yeah, so this product is normally about like $470, but we're running a special today. You can get it for $299. I'm like, oh, bet. Okay, bet. I need it. I go on Amazon. I'm like, let me just look this
$15.
up. I was sick. I swear I would have went back and like slapped the dude that sold me that. Like
That boy's up.
That boy hit a lick.
several. But I can't be
So
mad.
do you feel that way about like drop shippers?
Buy low, sell high. That's the name of the game. That's the name of capitalism. But like, buy low, sell high. That's cool. That's not too bad. But scamming, like,
You got a question?
I've had some people just like they like. I get the like buy low, sell high, but the like faking like a product is something that is broken and
Yeah.
selling it, or just
Yeah.
finessing people. Like, oh, let me send it to your Cash App. Let me send it to your Zelle. You're never gonna get it back. Like, nah.
Yeah.
That's.
I think like even like the value is what somebody will pay for it. The great thing about Walmart is I go in there, whatever say on the shelf, I get to decide after that. The thing about buying stuff from people, that's why I tell everybody, just sleep. Go to sleep first, wake back up, and then decide.
If you still
All
want
right?
it,
If you still
go
want
get
it, go get it. Because if somebody's talking to me and I'm like, wow, dang, $75, let me go ahead and get it. People feel like it's convenient. Let me just grab it.
Yeah.
Just take a second. Do
Think
a little
about
bit of
it.
research.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
See what you're getting.
Yeah.
Bruh, that's how I'm not gonna cap, bro. Like that's how I feel about like some stuff. If you can't get another way, cool. But like the people's like, bro, reps, like people's like
fake snoot shoes.
yeah,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not with the fake shoe game.
bro. But
If you buy fake shoes, it's on you.
But
I have
listen.
nothing against you.
they all cost $5 to make, regardless.
I feel
and if they're
you.
quality, that's like saying like, oh, I don't want.
So you
this.
support the reps game.
I support it, bro.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
support necessarily
Faking somebody else, but if you know
a trademarked brand.
Yeah.
That part's kind of like that's the issue. But it's like it costs $5 to make regardless. Somebody just being like, "Oh, bro, I spent $500. You're the idiot. I spent $500 on the same pair of shoes. I spent $5 on. Who won?
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Who won?
For me, when it comes to that side of things, because
like-
there are a lot of these sneaker stores in Atlanta that sell fake shoes. I'm not gonna call you people out, but y'all do it.
I was gonna say a name, but I don't even
We're
want
not
that.
gonna do that.
We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna.
But for me personally, like growing up, my parents never really bought me all the shoes. They always told me, you want to get something, get on your own. So as I got older and I started, get into a space where I could do these things and get these things, I felt like the shoes meant more to me. And I felt more like, damn, I finally got them. I got the
Why?
money to do it. Why? Because it's just like growing up, my parents always wanted me to like work for the things that you want. Work for the things you want and have the thing. You can get those things you want. I watched my dad, bro. I watched my dad work for the things that he wanted and he got it. And like,
Yeah.
I'm a sneakerhead. So when it comes to shoes, I can't do fake, bro. I like
They
the
look
smell. They don't look
exactly the same.
It's not the
So, hold
same.
up.
It's not
So-
the same.
I'm saying there's ones out there.
There's some that are better quality actually.
Shit.
Like, and
I-
some of them
I-
come out the same factory. Like,
I feel you.
You know when they have
That's the B grades.
B grade.
Yeah.
B grades.
Yeah.
Even some it's the same shoe. It was meant to be an A grade, but it got.
I keep my boxes.
But
I
what do
ne- I need
you
to make sure-
gain from having?
I think it's the value, like the value of it being
500.
authentic.
It's I don't know.
The value
For
to
me-
who?
Unless
To
you're
me.
a collector,
To you.
I don't think.
To-
I
wait,
collect-
wait,
I
wait,
collect
wait,
shoes. I
wait.
collect shoes,
So
though.
if nobody else was on the planet, but you in a shoe manufacturer, and nobody's gonna hype you up like, oh, Tion got them 7s on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't care about that. It's the shoe for me.
So-
I
so-
love
It's
shoes.
the-
Okay, so here's the question. All right.
But you
I-
love shoes. A good shoe. If a good shoe can be, you see what I'm
I
saying?
love a good design.
I love
it's-
because
it's
there's
so-
some J's like the twos.
I love twos.
The twos are, or like some of was it it's either 15, 16s like. Like some people are like, oh, they Jordans. I'ma just like, it's some Jordans out there that are just trash.
No,
They're
for
but
sure. There's a
ugly.
lot of Jordans you look at and be like, what the fuck
And
are
people
these?
are like even the Balenciagas, like,
I'm not a fan of those though.
bruh.
I don't like
for the
designer
name, but the value. So you care about design. You
I
don't
like
care
the
about
history
the
that
history.
comes with the shoes. Like, bro, most of the shoes that I have in my closet, there's a story behind it. I remember exactly where I was where I got this shoe.
But who's
or where I
gonna
saw
know?
this. Who's gonna know what about that? The story?
I'm
See,
saying
the
the
only
story
thing
behind the
about that-
design.
Yeah,
not
I get the
necessarily
story
actual
part,
shoe.
but unless you're going to like, if you would ever buy like a painting from TJ Maxx, that's probably a rep of like a real painting in the Louvre. But I guess like that Jordan means that to you, right?
It's not even just the Jordans though. I'm not only collecting Jordans. Let's
Okay.
not get it twisted. I collect shoes that I like. A shoe that I've
But
seen.
okay, so there's some
Yeah.
fire shoes out there. Like when Creative Rex, Creative Rex are kind of fire. You remember them? It was like either Jeezy or somebody's shoes, but he was really trying to push the affordable brand.
Yeah.
They were fire, but people were like, oh, those are cheap.
See,
I
but
don't
that,
wanna-
that doesn't bother
I
me.
don't
That
wanna-
doesn't
Stephon
bother me.
Marbury?
Those are hard. Starberries were hard as fuck.
Hard. They
I
was
wanted a
cool.
pair
They
of
was
For
Starbucks.
$12, they was hard. All
Bro,
right.
Right.
because, bro, like, it was just like,
But
I remember arguing with somebody at school. They was like, "You got on." I said, "Look, you got on that pair of shoes. I'm business, okay? I can get 10 of these for that. You can't tell me anything, all right?"
I get the feeling. It's a great feeling when people are like, oh, he got that on. He
no,
got
see,
that
it's
shit
not
on.
about
Like,
what anybody else thinks, though. Because, like, I don't dress for other people. I dress
So
for
why
me.
can't you wear the rep then? If
So
it's the
right, let's
same
say
quality?
who's gonna know?
Not, though.
Who's gonna?
But if it is,
But
It's
if,
not,
if
though.
listen,
I like my shoes coming directly from Nike. I like.
But
the
how do
whole
you know
process.
though?
Huh?
How do you know though?
When I get off of sneakers?
How do you know?
What do you mean? How do I know? I can go look up the QR code, the product code, all that.
How do you know?
SKUs. I can look up all that.
But they can print it on. How do you know somebody at the post office didn't open your box, put the fake rep in, and send you and keep yours?
That's a
how,
lot.
How do you
But, like,
know?
The smell.
The smell.
You can smell the
It's
shoe.
the smell.
The smell. The way things.
I don't know if I
feel,
believe you, bro.
Like,
I just
when
don't know if I believe you.
So
But
if
I
I
respect it. I
guarantee
respect it, though. I
Li-
respect
listen,
it. I'm
listen,
not
if I-
judging.
if I had
I was in a shoe store where I was taught the difference between a real shoe and a fake shoe, and it opened my eyes up so much. And don't get me wrong, a lot of these are close these days. Like they're very close, but it's those minor details, bro. Like I said, it goes all the way down to the smell of a shoe. Like the first thing
Hold up,
I
does
do,
the smell tell you that it's real, or does the smell tell you that it's better?
told you it's real.
So what's better, being real or being better?
I wanted to be real.
Okay. Yeah. So okay, this is my question I've been waiting for though. If I had a white box, right?
A white
And I
box.
was gonna sell you, said, listen, it runs every PS5 game there is. I'm gonna give it to you for $125, except the loading screen instead of being blue is gonna be red. Would you buy it?
It's a PlayStation. I ain't tripping too much about that. Can I still play the game?
Yeah.
Am I still on PlayStation Network?
Can you still run and cut? You know
I
what
don't
I'm
do
saying?
that these though.
Can they make your fit go crazy still?
I don't care about that. You see my fit right now. My fit ain't going crazy.
No, I'm talking about like, but when you wear shoes though.
It's the feel
Okay.
for
yeah.
me. It's the feel and it's the process for me.
The lace is laced differently.
Facts, like shit. It go down to the eyelets. The eyelets on some of these shoes be different, bro. Like it's little shit like that. Like yeah, I'm weird, bro. I'm weird.
All right, let's get back to Atlanta. How
Okay,
has
Ask the question.
how
Ask the
has
question,
no
bro.
no?
Go ahead.
Do you feel like girls in Atlanta started to treat you differently when you got your bag?
That's not just Atlanta. That's women in general. But I talk about this a lot. But I mean, definitely. That's a whole different thing. So, since I stepped into more money, I've noticed the quality of women that I'm able to attract has significantly gone up.
What do you mean by quality?
Okay. It's quality. I know where you're going. Quality, right? What the typical society would consider 9s and 10s versus the typical societal 6s and 7s.
I got a question because I had this conversation.
let-
go ahead.
no,
No, you know.
he's-
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
yeah,
ask you,
go
I'm
ahead,
gonna
go
ask
ahead.
you,
He's cooking
I'm
right
gonna
now.
ask
He's
you, I'm gonna
cooking.
ask you.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish out and then because it's gonna feed into this.
No, I'm just saying, yeah, it's definitely, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What do you consider a 10?
But, well, actually, let me go back to that. I want to go back to that. I don't know if it's the money necessarily, but it's the experiences.
That money brings.
And I think, well, yeah. They can just know that they're going to get them experiences. Because, like, I don't go on average dates no more. You know what I'm saying? So, it's,
Oh my
it's
God.
still the money, yeah.
What's
but
the average date?
y'all are the
Hold on,
average
what-
thing.
hold on,
Y'all
what
are
is-
the average
Hold on,
thing.
hold on.
What's the
hold on, hold
average
on, hold on.
date?
What is a date like with a 6-figure man?
It might be more than that. We don't know. We can't disclose.
6-figure.
He might be past that for all we know.
What is a date like?
Like, we're going to go Kevin Samuels high value.
Yeah.
We'll go
So
Kevin
what is a
Samuels
date
high
like
value.
with a high value man?
Like you.
It really depends. I'm not gonna lie. So since dealing with Atlanta women, I've had to dial it back, and it's just women in general. But I like to have a good time. I don't really like to go on dates. So if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it big so I can actually enjoy it. Because I really would rather just Netflix and chill. But women don't want to do that, right? So
Right.
it's like, all right, I want to have a good time. So me having a good time, it's like I want to go out of state. I want to go out of country, or I want to do something for the whole day. Like, no, that's not average. That's not average. I'm just saying.
We know it's not average.
Go ahead.
But I'm just saying, like, I will do, like, okay, typical average date might just be, let's go to a restaurant, chill, maybe go for a walk. But it's like, okay, I need to go get a massage, then get a food, then go to movies, and then, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm really doing it for
Or
me.
like the whole day is like an
Experience.
experience.
So you
You
take her
feel
to
me?
the spa, then take her to STK.
No,
Not even
no.
STK.
That place needs
What-
to be banned.
Hold on,
That's
hold on.
trash.
What's What's a restaurant you would take a girl to on that? Let's walk.
I
through
don't
the
like
day.
going to restaurants. I like going to experiences. Restaurants get old, but I like going to like activities, experiences, different
Okay.
things like that. You know what I mean? But
I feel that.
it's all I'm saying is like when you do too much too early on, people get spoiled, and
sure.
they start having expectations. It's like, okay, just because I flew you out the first 3 times we met, especially if I'm dealing out with a girl from like out of state or something like that, they're like, oh, you're gonna do this every time. Like I've dealt with girls who like, okay, I want to get to know you and stuff like that, and I'm gonna be in Orlando or I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna do this. I'll fly you out, cool. Don't worry about it. And you know, the first few times it's cool. It's like, oh, she got a whole itinerary. It's like, yeah, we can do all that. I want to have a good time, whatever. But then it's like they expect that every single time. And I'm like, I was in a state where I wanted to do that, but I'm not about to just do this every single time. Like you're not like, you know what I mean? If you're not really helping me make more money, why am I gonna just spend all this money?
Damn.
On you. You know
I mean,
what I'm
that's
saying?
facts though.
Like
Flying them out.
it's not. It's.
You must got a lot of sky miles. You got
I'm
a lot
just
of sky
saying,
miles.
if it's not like. Yeah, it just depends. It's not. That's not typical, but it just depends. If I'm really trying to court a woman, I'm gonna do the most. But if it's just like I just want to smash or something, then I'm not gonna. It's gonna be very average.
So let's go through a date with a girl that you have a lot of interest in, and you could see her being your girl. What is that? What is that date? Let's talk about the day. I want to hear it from. We don't know exactly, but he might be 6 or 7 figures. He's in there somewhere. What is
7
that
is
date?
on the way. All right.
On the way. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
so
up
I
there.
can safely
It's up
say
there.
6. Okay, I'm gonna safely say 6. What is a date with a girl that you look at and you know what? I want you. What is that date like? I mean, like you want her not just for you want to date her, like you want her to be your girl.
That's
what is
very
that date?
relative because I don't want a girl to like fall into what we do. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it really depends, bro. Because if she's a businesswoman, I really respect like a work date. Like we get together and do work. You know what I'm saying? But if it's like eventually at some point I was like, I'm gonna want to do something nice with you. Like there was a girl who literally I was like, yo, I need a break. I feel bored. Like let's just go out to Universal Studios and turn up out there. So it was like, okay, we just went out to Universal and like took a little weekend and we did like got food, like dope restaurants out there, did dope stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of like where I'm at the time. You know, but I don't like if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna make sure I have a good
It's
time.
memorable.
You know what I
feel
mean?
that.
Like
I feel that.
yeah, but also the movies is cool too. It's not necessarily I don't be trying to
You're not finna bring out the fireworks and ribbons and all that all the time.
right. It's just that if I have to go on a date, I prefer it to be actually interesting than just yeah.
I feel it. So
Well, I'm
Atlanta,
saying, I'm
we
not
live
gonna
here, right?
Yeah.
What's the best strip club to you? you
Best
want-
strip clubs I've gone to are in Texas, actually. Atlanta is shoulder to shoulder. Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Yes. So Atlanta's all that play, like shoulder to shoulder. Atlanta's like, unless I haven't been to the right ones in Atlanta, I don't go to strip clubs like that. I've been to the only strip club I've been to in Atlanta is Magic City, and for what I hear and what I've seen, there's a lot of clubs that are just very similar to Magic City. But in Texas, the experience it's like going to a big school versus a small school. You know how you just get better attention from the small school, like teachers, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Versus, he's like,
I'm about to-
What's the most money you threw in a strip club?
Oh man.
not none too crazy. Not none too crazy.
Well, nothing too crazy to you and me may be 2 different things. All right.
Okay, fair. Probably like a band or two. Not like some of these like rappers and
Niggas is throwing 50.
right.
So you would give $2,000 to a stripper.
No, it would be multiple. It would be not just one.
You would give
multiple.
$2,000 to a strip club, but would you get paid $2,000 to shoot a video for a strip club?
Would I get paid $2,000? So I pay for experiences. I pay for convenience. I pay for memories.
For
That
poison.
memory
For poison.
for poison. poison.
Here, bro.
Right, no.
I can't stand this.
No, that's
Because he gonna use everything that you might have said earlier 3 hours ago.
I'm done.
against
I'm
you.
done.
But
That was the
I
last one. That was the last one.
Right, so he said that's the last one, but no,
stand
for sure. But like, that's hilarious. But no, so like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to shoot there, you're saying, so would I shoot for a
It
strip
was a
club?
troll question. It's not a real question.
Because
Because he going back to the
Oh,
you wouldn't shoot
it
for
was just
sex.
when it was like sex work is poison. I wouldn't shoot for
I
sex.
wouldn't. No.
So you
I
said
didn't
the
say.
strip
I
club, I was
didn't
like,
say. I didn't say necessarily the work is poison. The overconsumption. Everything needs to be in moderation.
yeah.
The overconsumption of like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about is poison because people will just, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Like, you know what I mean? That's what it,
I think Atlanta got some of the best strip clubs though. Texas, I ain't been to a strip club in Texas. Miami?
Houston and Dallas.
Miami's mid.
To you?
Miami's garbage.
Houston and Dallas got some.
I haven't been to one.
I like the private dances. I'm gonna just say I like the private dances. A lot of Atlanta places don't have it.
What does the private dance in strip club consist of? For a high value man.
You said what does it consist of?
For band man.
You don't think it's weird to just be sitting there just in front of a bunch of other dudes just having this girl all on you? Like,
We got
for
the
me,
same
that's just-
goal.
I don't.
That's just weird. I just would rather have a one-on-one with the girl, like, cause like what? Come on, let's be real. Like, you thinking about like, dang, you know how she look, how good she look. You might want to smash all that stuff. I'm not into like
doing that in front of people.
a whole show.
Yeah.
And it's like another nigga over there, like, damn, she getting it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
See,
if I, with the
I
private
only
dance,
throw
I can
money
just.
at people like on stage.
That's
Like,
what I do.
Nah, only when it's one-on-one. Like, yeah, like.
I like the
let
performers.
stage is.
Like, yo,
She going crazy.
you
She did a backflip
deserve
off the
it.
pole and landed
Yeah,
with
like
a
Let's talk about
split.
this though. A lot of women, Atlanta women, like to go to strip clubs too.
oh yeah,
It's
for
a fun
sure.
experience for them. I've
Why?
seen
Why?
People get to let loose. Just a
I'm
lot
just
of.
like, why?
I mean, a lot of dudes like to watch NBA games. Like you're seeing a dude use their athletic ability to do stuff that you want to
That's
do.
a good
you know what I'm
point,
saying?
though.
Great. That's a very
And
valid
the girls
point.
that have told me why, it's like, yo, my body don't move like that. It's kind of
Yeah.
it's cool. I like how
She
they.
did a backflip off the pole, and I watched the
I like how it
do a
was-
dunk.
yeah.
Like, damn.
Like she did the pole twirl. LeBron did the windmill. It's like the
Exactly.
same thing.
So it's like yeah. It's like watching a sport for him for real. If we being honest, it's just crazy. Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro.
What you do? What the girls do at the cookout? The girls was dancing at the cookout. What was the dudes doing? They was at the basketball court. Like we just grew up, did the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Fuck. Well, you put it that way. Wow. How many girls at the cookout turned to strippers?
I don't have a problem with strippers.
I had a
don't-
question.
Okay.
Would you date a stripper?
No.
Why?
And here's why. They are the ultimate manipulators. The
Oh, for
ultimate. Their job. They literally strippers told me my job is to make you feel like we're in love and in the night never talk to you again. The fact that they had that capacity to just lie and lead you on just that strong and they're professionals in that is like plus the act of like it's a lot of like I don't know.
There's a lot of stuff that go on in a strip club.
I work in the industry. I deal with a lot of OnlyFans girls, a lot of strippers.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
they suck dick. You said
Yeah.
a lot of
Not
dick.
all of them,
a lot of them.
He said air quotes.
but like, I don't want nobody watching this to think like, yeah, do what you do. But it's like, I don't mind. People are just they're more open. Like,
Yeah.
they're just more open. That's cool. But like,
You don't think you could turn that to like a housewife?
you said what?
You don't think you
So
turn
you
stripper
don't
to
think
a
you
hou-
can turn that to a housewife? That's why you leave it alone.
So for me, I get it. I get why they do it. But for me, I feel like it's a mindset thing of taking the easy way out. And I want somebody a little tougher than that. Like, as far as there's multiple ways to get to that bag, you feel me? Or there's multiple, like selling weed. Like, I sold weed. I don't think that's the easy way out. There's a lot of
That shit
consequences
is
that
a
come
lot
with
of
that.
There's a lot of consequences with strippers. I got to make a man feel like he is in love with me and walk away. And you know how men are. Like, especially the ones that need to go to strip clubs
I
for
get
the
that.
love.
Yeah.
That's
But
dangerous.
I'm
Shit is
saying
dangerous.
like, as far as knowing what comes with that, knowing that your uncle might be in there, that your son's teacher might be in there, and just you're gonna be on somebody's website, and the people just have seen you like this. It's just like a lot of things that goes into it. Like, I get it, like, cool. It's like the army for women. Like, nothing else worked out. Go be a stripper.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Is it not though? Is it not?
No.
Is the
He said it's like the army for women.
That is
Stripping
insane.
when
But
all
listen,
else fails. Fuck it. Just go shake
it-
some ass. She can
it
go to the
not?
military too.
I know, but who really wants to go to the military? There's not a lot of people that want to go to the military.
I
And
feel
you
it.
know for the
It's stripping the easy way out though.
Stripping is a hard job.
I feel like that's a hard job. You
You gotta play people therapists.
Yep.
You gotta play people's fantasy. You gotta be a dancer. Like, I feel like that's a hard
And you're an
job.
athlete.
you don't.
Yeah,
but
gotta
you,
be
the barrier to entry is just here.
But
Depends
the
on where you
level
at.
of but that's where the most competition at. With the lower the barrier entry, the more competition there is to get in right there. Like, if
It's
you
like-
can reach another barrier entry, people couldn't get up there. But like
But
you
that's
said,
like saying, like, I don't.
It's like
in
sports.
this capitalist society, there's way more people at the bottom trying to get in. So there's a lot of people on their last resort.
I mean, there's a lot of money in being a hitman, but are you gonna do it just because?
That's
like,
a
it's
way
tough
harder job.
It's a tough. Like, what are we? What are we saying?
Depending on what them numbers look like, man. I don't know.
And if I was guaranteed to not really go to jail,
Y'all are sick. Y'all are sick.
Do you think you do that? If you could press a
I don't-
button,
I couldn't- I
if,
could-
if you could press a button on this table right now,
I couldn't take somebody's life that did nothing to me. No, I couldn't take somebody's life that did nothing to me, or the safety of my country. No, that's crazy. Like, life is very precious. Like, people make some dumb decisions, but they don't deserve to die. But like, nah. Unless I see you like
do some stupid like
breaking my mom's face and jaw or something, then you're dead. Like, but like, just like, cause Tion got a problem with Joe, now I gotta Tion pay me to go. Like, that's
Put it on
sick.
Tion
That's
bag,
sick work.
all right? Listen,
if I'm throwing
you
100
went
million
today,
at you, go
can,
get.
can I get a couple days of prep work? You know
No,
what I'm saying?
that's sick. That's sick. This man got a whole family and kid. No, that's sick. That's sick.
But
what
the
if
dude
it's
who fuck
Pam-
your mom jaw got a family and kids too.
He made a terrible decision.
To you,
Right.
it was a terrible decision to you. In his head, hey,
I feel it. I feel it.
Leaving stress.
Everything. Everything can be justified. Huh?
nah,
But
you
like,
can't justify that. Nah, I feel it though. Could you?
But
could
no,
you?
because it's like, all right, if you saw somebody else breaking your mom's jaw, it's like, yo, I got a lot to lose. Let me get somebody else to go. You know what I'm saying?
And
I
that's
couldn't live with myself knowing.
But I would want to
didn't
do it
nothing,
myself.
so
I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
You
If
said-
I didn't do
you
nothing,
said-
what?
Well, you said you
Goodbye.
couldn't live with yourself.
I
What?
couldn't live with myself knowing I let somebody do that. So
Break his mom's face. Yeah.
it's GG's to that boy. Spam F to pay respect.
He says.
I'm not gonna lie. I would need to do it myself. The anger that I felt, I would need to do it myself. Like, I couldn't even pay nobody else to do it. Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, so another question that we always ask guests when they come on here: best food you've ever eaten? Do you feel like the best food is in Atlanta?
It's a very
In the States, because you're worldwide, but in the States.
it's a very close tie between Atlanta and New York. New York has some amazing food. That's literally, everybody's like, all the stuff that goes on in New York. I go to New York for the food. I have a whole list of the best restaurants in New York. Like, that's next level. But I feel like New York people feel the same way about Atlanta. So it's kind of like, there's some fire food in Atlanta for sure.
Yeah.
There's for sure. But like, I feel like that food in New York is very,
Have you been to New
I
Orleans?
was just about to lean up and ask. How do you feel about New Orleans?
yes. New Orleans is great. I could eat seafood all 3 meals of the day. There is amazing, but like, variety of food, like and that's gonna lead me to some conversations I had earlier. Variety, like, talent is cool in one sector, but if you have talent across several sectors,
That's real
you're
talent.
real
Yeah.
talent, aka Drake. You know what I'm saying? When people compare, Drake to Hov or Kendrick, it's like, okay, Kendrick's great in this lane, Drake's great in all these lanes. You know what I'm saying? So that's when it's like, people are talent. Like, that's how I feel about New York and Atlanta. Atlanta got,
So Atlanta.
get you a
food-
restaurant that can do it all.
Atlanta food is Drake, and New Orleans food is
Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Yes. That's a great example. Yes.
Only come outside every 5 years.
Every 5 years.
No real.
Right.
Okay.
We'll even
That's
give it
the
J.
same.
Cole. We'll even give it J. Cole.
Well,
New Orleans.
No,
Relax,
no, we're not doing that. Houston will give J. Cole.
Yeah.
But
Houston got good food. Houston got good food.
yeah. So we'll end it with this question: what does success in your industry look like for you?
Success in my industry.
Or what does success in life look like for you?
Freedom. That's what success in life looks like for me. So success in life looks like for me, I can know that my family's good, that like I can take care of people all in my family and all that stuff, and like freedom. I can do what I want when I want. I have passive income that's like paying all my expenses. I can do what I want. That's what success looks like for me. So specifically, my company, like being automated, paying for all these different things, me getting into film production, TV shows like that, taking that money, investing into passive income and all that stuff, and like really financial freedom. So like, you know, like that's why I'm big on my course coming out soon. Like the fact that I'll be having this selling while I'm asleep and it's paying my bills, like that's what success looked like for me. So like, you know, being able to spend time with family and not miss all their special moments, stuff like that. Like, you know, yeah, for sure.
I got one more question before you're done.
Go ahead.
When you gonna put me in a movie, bro?
Bro,
When you gonna put us in a movie, bro?
I still haven't got on the movie wave. I've been so caught up with all this corporate video production. I ain't got deep into film production, but that's coming this
Shout out you for
winter.
putting me in a music video, though.
Yeah, that was fire.
Put me in my first music video.
Yo, he was
man.
flaming the model. I'm like, oh my God. Like, you know how you're supposed to like just kind of like fake it, like, oh, you got like, you ugly anywhere. You got ugly feet. No, he's naming out stuff that's really true. Like your lace front trash anyway. The lace front was really trash. I'm like, yo. Or like, he talking about the belt that the girl was wearing.
So he told,
He's like,
because
big belt wearing.
So,
that was part of the video.
So they
God.
were supposed to reject me and my homeboy, and he was like, just be normal. Just talk a little
Oh,
shit
I
back.
seen that.
And I was like,
Well, you shot that with a red camera?
Yeah.
so I was like, can I say
my
whatever?
God.
And he said, make it funny. And I said, really?
I didn't think he was gonna like.
Nothing's funnier than the truth because people hate that.
But bruh, come on, like to the women, you know they be sensitive.
Shout out
about
to them
that.
for being good sports, though. But they were like, at first, they was like, damn.
Oh, bro, the girl is wearing a big belt. He's like, oh, big belt wearing. I was like,
Called her the
you supposed to
WWE
say,
champ.
you could have just been
Shit
like,
big as fuck.
that's why you trash anywhere. That's why nobody
Yeah,
like
nah.
you. Like something
Nah.
like he like literally went at her. So
You wanted me to be an Atlanta nigga?
yo,
So I put on the
when
hat.
he does this, we've done skits, and he'll like call out. Like literally, like it's a skit. Like we're doing, I think it was the Kevin Samuels skit. Like that's why your hairline is like this and this thing. I was like, oh my God, he like you can't tell Tion to crack on somebody. He's gonna go for your
Straight
soul.
for the truth.
Straight for the soul.
Hey,
Straight for the
I
soul.
respect your game. All
He's
right?
gonna
I
go
respect
straight
your game.
for the
Because it'd be the
soul.
funniest stuff.
Because it'd be funny.
It's
because,
funny to
like,
everybody else but the person.
Facts. But see, growing up, the reason why I do that, because growing up, I got hit with the same joke. That was the truth all the time about me.
Yeah.
You're not tall. Okay.
So you just that was your Bill
What
and
else you
origin
got?
story.
I was like, what else you got? They said something in my teeth. My
Bill
teeth
and-
were fucked up at one point. I had yellow teeth.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I was like, all right, what else you got? And I let him get it off. Everybody's laughing. Then when the dust settled,
Yeah.
I went at everything from the ground up that I knew about you.
See, my thing.
Villain origin
I
story.
let you build yourself up, and I'm going to tear that
Now you
shit
just
back
taking
down.
out innocent people. You just
No, they're
turn
not
you into a
innocent
villain.
because they shot first.
They
No,
shot
Right?
no, he be
first.
shooting at
No,
people
no.
that don't even got a knife. He be
Oh,
shooting
wow.
at.
Wait, well,
I'll
okay,
kill-
for,
They
got
for
a
the,
wet
for the
noodle.
role, for what I
They
was
got a
told
wet
to
noodle.
do, I had to do it.
Yeah.
So he was like getting character, and I was like, okay, so I
Bet.
can be me. Bet. So I did that.
I think it'd be funny. Like people be pestering you, shoot a spitball at you. All right.
I
When
let
I
you
pull
have
out
it.
a bazooka, like
telling
don't say
you.
anything. Like, because I was always taught my problem was you be playing to your competition. That was my problem in basketball.
Right.
I play against people, but it's only because I play with like my cousins and stuff. They're not good. Like, so I had to
Shout out
make the
your
game
cousins.
interesting. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing crazy stuff, making the game last. So roasting, I do the same thing. Like I let them. All right, you gonna because when I turn the game, when I hit my game breaker, don't say anything. all
Volume
right?
2.
Right,
Volume
right,
2. And see,
right.
that's the art of it, bro. A lot of people don't realize. Don't step into that field if you want to dish it, you better be able to take it.
Yeah.
Right.
And see,
For
I
sure.
learned at a young age. I got thick skin. You can say whatever you want about me, as long as you don't talk about my family. I'm okay.
See, but if you talk about my family,
I'm going to hell.
I've accepted what comes with my family.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people have not accepted what comes with them.
Yeah.
So like
As
you,
far
you,
as-
you know that thing about your relationship you don't want nobody to know? You want to
That's
talk
getting
about
brought
it in front of okay. What about
And see, and that's the thing. Like, if you want to go there, like, there's levels to it. I'll ha joke with you, and you can be funny, but I promise you, at the end of the day, I'm a real comedian. We gonna see who the comedian is. We gonna see who the comedian is.
Yeah, the comedians be going
So it's
crazy
just
in
like,
stand-up.
look,
Oh my
if
God.
you want to do this, and see, I've always thought about doing stand up, but I wouldn't be good at it.
Bro, there's this one dude. I think I wish I could think of his name, but he's the heaviest set guy. His whole set is just roasting people. in the
And see,
crowd.
that's what I would do. Like, I wouldn't have to write nothing down. I'm in the
Yeah.
crowd, going person to person.
Like, he be like,
But see,
shirt so tight, you probably couldn't even
bro, and see that's a skill, bro. I wouldn't even say skill. That's just God given. God was like, you know what?
Nah, God didn't
gonna
give you
sprinkle
that.
funny on
God
this
threw
thing.
you in the trenches. You got to dig your way out of there, all right? And when I get out this mud, all right?
No. But yeah, bro, nah, this.
Yeah. This was a
that-
good
that
episode, though. This was,
dope.
appreciate
It was
you
dope.
pulling up for
There's
sure.
a lot of knowledge that was dropped in here, man. It got a little heated though. It got real. It got intellectually heated in here.
I rock with the conversation, though.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. This is very productive. And that's why I love this podcast, bro. Because yes, we get on here and have our fun, but it's a lot of real shit that was said.
Yeah, for
here,
sure,
man.
yeah.
A lot of it. And the opinions are gonna be the opinions are coming from very valued people.
Yeah.
You know, it's not nobody's not doing shit getting on this podcast. So I definitely appreciate you pulling up because you didn't have to make time for us today. And we took a lot of time.
They got insight too. What is not doing shit? Let me stop.
Now
Hey, he
he
getting his
throw-
bag, though. He getting his bag, though.
You're right. Cause we need to get an ancient ass person on here one day.
Oh, hey, send us one of the OnlyFans. Send us one of the OnlyFans girls. Because that episode.
That's it.
Wait, so
They,
we're not just gonna throw them in the category with ain't shit.
No. I mean, but some people in society feel like they ain't
some
shit.
people do feel that.
Some people
I
feel
don't
like
think
they're
that.
poison. all
I
right?
would love to. Some people feel like they're poison, and the work that they do is poison.
I didn't throw them in that category.
But nah, like I would be. Hey, if you do OnlyFans, holla at us. Get it? Holla at us.
Hey, tell everybody where they can find you. Yeah, that stand-up's going to be garbage. Nah.
But yeah, like I said, when I started it, Derick Pope 2, 1RDRICK Pope POPE 2. I do a lot of educational stuff on video production, coaching people on how to be better business individuals, better video production companies, all that stuff. Yeah, I just post dope work, do all that stuff.
Shout out to your production company too. Drop that too.
Yeah, High Art Media, that's HIGHARC Media. We do a lot of documentaries, commercials, stuff like that. Film production coming very soon. So yeah, and then it's more than just production, it's video marketing. So all of our clients, we're making sure that they are making money from the videos. We're running ads, we're doing web design, social media marketing. So really partners with our clients and all that stuff. So helping people get to a bag for real. So,
Facts.
This is
But
the-
listen, appreciate you pulling up. Listen, y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. Moms,
Tell
he's
your
open.
aunts and your moms
Dang, you
that I
switched
love.
teams
I
already?
want both. And your cousins too. The freaky one.
Listen, y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. Until next time, we see y'all. Peace.